Ladies and gentlemen, for the 4 of you that don't know who I am Shirley Varico. I am the curator and director of visual arts here at Buffalo Arts Studio. Thank you all for coming out on this spectacular July day. I do often say this, nobody appreciates summer more than Buffalonians. And we do make the most of it. So thank you all for coming. How are we looking in the back, Alma? Do we have our friends? All right. So again, I am Shirley Varico. I am the director of visual arts here at Buffalo Arts Studio. I am the curator. And I thank you all for coming out. We are really excited. We have a mission here. We support artists in lots and lots and lots of ways, for those of you who may not know us. We are 20,000 square feet, not-for-profit art center. We support artists by subsidizing safe and affordable studio space for working artists. We have a vibrant education program for adults and for young people. We meet artists where they are. And then we have an exhibitions program that is committed to supporting artists at every level of their work. So we are here tonight, in large part thank you to M&T Bank. I want to make sure we say thank you to them. They sponsor our 4th Friday events, and that's where we are tonight. It is the 4th Friday of July. So thank you, M&T Bank. The sponsorship of M&T Bank allows us to do so much, like having these wonderful parties and these wonderful exhibitions. I also want to thank our other funders, the New York State Council for the Arts, Erie County. We also want to thank the National Endowment for the Arts. Tonight starts our 2024-25 cycle of National Endowment funded programming, so that's really exciting for us. We also want to thank the Jane and Cameron Baird Foundation, the Warhol Foundation, and the Oshai Foundation. Did I hit everybody? Ralph Wilson Foundation, and then we are going to start tonight with Aitina Fareed-Cooke and her Get Focused Productions. Aitina has been part of our team for 2 years through the generous support of the Creatives Rebuild New York, so CRNY. And this is the culmination of a 2nd year. And it's really been an amazing partnership. Aitina joined us as a photographer, as an educator, as someone that helped us develop a keen awareness of how important it was to tell our story visually and through media. And I do want to say thank you to Aitina's brilliant work. We actually have a young photographer, Nilson Rivera, here tonight. We've recognized, it's nothing like when somebody comes in and does something really well, when you realize how bad we were at it before. So thank you, Aitina. Thank you for being part of the team for 2 years. Thank you, CRNY, for supporting so many artists. And that includes artists that you're going to see here. Muhammad Zaman was part of the CRNY program. I know I have seen Alexa Wajet here. She and Adris were part of that program. It is a program that made a real difference in the lives of artists. And so I just want to make certain we're thanking CRNY. So tonight we are celebrating 2 artists that have had a long relationship with Buffalo Arts Studio. And the other organization I do want to say a shout out to is the New York State Council for the Arts in their Fund for Individual Artists for the creation of new work. You're looking tonight at Tales for the Porch Part 4. And as Aitina will mention, Tales for the Porch Part 1 was funded through the New York State Council for the Arts and their fund in support of artists. And Aitina has taken that seed that was funded at that point and really allowed it to blossom and to grow. And in our 2nd exhibition, which I'm going to ask when we're done with Aitina talking, we move into the center gallery, is a young artist who is the recipient of that grant this year. So that funding is so important for our artists, and we are really happy that that funding exists. So enough about money. I'm going to turn it over to our dear friend Aitina Fareed-Cooke, and she's going to talk a little bit about Tales from the Porch 4, and when she's done, I'm going to ask that everyone, we move into the center gallery. Some of you towards the back, you may want to go around. It is just circles. So some will go through the front, if you need to go through the back, and then we can listen to our other artists. So thank you all very much, and Miss Aitina, I know you know how to use the mic.
Hey. Check, 1, 2. All right, really quick, I want you to do me a favor. Let's get a little closer, it's fine. It's fine. Give some energy. Let's get a little closer in here. Be careful of the camera here. They're recording. I have some things written down because if it's up to me, I'll be here doing poetry. And I'll go on and expressing myself in that way. I am so grateful for the opportunity to share this work with you. And I'm so grateful that you took the time out, because you could be at home in the bed sleeping and relaxing, or with your families there, but you brought your families here. I just want to say thank you for that. That means a lot to any artist, to any creative, to any arts organization, that you would take the time to step out your house, get all pretty, and come here. So I appreciate that. Tales from the Porch. Oh my goodness. 2019 to now. This is amazing. Yes. This started off as a curiosity, as an urgency of wanting to break stereotypes, because a lot of people had a lot to say about the East Side. And that is where I come from. So yes, it's some negative things that happen, and then there's some beautiful, outstanding, and miraculously positive things that happen, which happens in many different spaces. Yes. And so a lot of people say nothing good can come from the East Side, but oh my goodness, you're looking at something good that came from the East Side. And I wanted to capture the beautiful things that I saw within the East Side. But then as I was doing that, I realized I have some stigmas that I have in my mind about other sides. So that conviction led me to take my weapon of mass creativity, which is my camera, to the other sides of Buffalo in order to break other stereotypes down. And then from there, which was funded through, so I showcased that at Buffalo State University, and it was funded through Buffalo State University's Anne Frank project, and it was beautiful. Many people were in the space, and all types of people too. That's what I love about this. Look around you. We're a mixture of beautiful humans, and I love that about being able to exhibit work. So from this, Tales from the Porch 1, over to Tales from the Porch 2, which was funded miraculously by NISCA. They gave a nice little $10,000 push. I worked hard on that grant. $10,000 push to showcase the beautiful individuals that were doing great within our community. So I focused on 7 beautiful individuals who, only 4 of them are here, one of which, she's not with us anymore, and she gave me so much beauty, and I'm so glad I was able to capture her. That's Miss Gail V. Wells. And so we were able, yes, let's give it up. So we were able to capture, and I say we because I'm standing here by myself, but I want to let you know that I could not do all of this in the capacity that I'm doing it without a team. And the team is in here, squad. So I wouldn't be able to do this. So this section of Tales from the Porch 2 was photography, it was video, but it was also community. We went to Glenwood and Purdy, which is right around the corner from Tops. That is my community that I serve in. The individuals, the lives that were murdered and taken, these are individuals that we knew of within the community. And so what I wanted to do was overcome evil with good. And so I went into the neighborhoods with a whole bunch of different people, whether it was young people, older people, it didn't matter. A bunch of creatives went out into the community and captured stories and told those stories right in the hood on Glenwood and Purdy. And we filled that space. Over 300 people were there, and they were able to see the beautiful individuals through photography, and we showcased the film right on that street, on that block. And looking around, that was a beautiful moment and a beautiful time. And then Tales from the Porch 3 happened. Thank God for Creatives Rebuild New York, because they were able to invest a nice chunk of money, not only in me, but also because we were able to partner with Buffalo Art Studio to help them, but also to be able to showcase more stories and also to extend the opportunity to young creatives. The Fokus'd creatives were able to respond to Tales from the Porch 2 and create their own works of art and exhibit them here. Some of you were here last year. It was a lot of people in the building. And so we were able to showcase that. And some of those Fokus'd creatives who just were apprentices, paid apprentices, it's very important, some of them were able to get pulled into the actual Get Focused production fold. And that's Tallulah and Caitlin, and I believe they are here right now. And so Awesome. And so they were able to exhibit work and do some awesome things. And so now here we are, Tales from the Porch 4, trying to make this quick. Tales from the Porch 4. Beautiful opportunity to say that art is a language and every medium is a different dialect. So when these mediums merge together, like photography, film, poetry, dance, all these different type of miraculous ways to speak, when they come together, look what it does. It brings us together. It showcases to us that we are human. It's not about our skin color. It's not about our conditions. It's not about the impoverished or the, those that are not in poverty. We all came together for one reason, to come to look at art and to be moved by that art. And that's one thing that I don't want you to forget when you leave this place, that right now nothing else exists but the mere fact that we are all human beings that can come together and smile together and laugh together. And hey, if you got a little tear, you go ahead and let that roll down your cheek. So what I wanted to do was showcase artists that were connected to Buffalo Art Studio, and artists that I felt beauty and I felt moved by and goosebumps when I look at their work, and not only their work that they produce on canvases, but the work that they produce within themselves. These are some beautiful people that are exhibited on these walls. I need you to understand that. And I wanted to showcase the essence of them through photography and through poetry, and that's what you see. Not only that, but to showcase their beautiful, awesome work as well. And accompanied with that are behind-the-scenes photos that part of our team has captured in order to showcase that process as well. Now, guess what? It's a 45-minute documentary that's coming up that want to be showcased of these individuals. And that documentary is going to be showcased at Buffalo AKG Art Museum on September 6th at 6:30. But you could come earlier because it's free on First Fridays. And so enjoy yourself, but I want you to come and experience the other part of this exhibition, and that's the things that they're saying, the beauty that they're giving to us, the humanity that they're giving us through just spoken word. So I want you to see that as well. Now, I don't want to miss certain things because I was freestyling there, but the team will get me if I don't share the impact and results from Tales from the Porch. Since its conception, we have raised over $200,000 through grants, donations, and services. Since we have started, we have shared 75 stories through photography, film, poetry, community-based workshops, and that's not limited to the exhibitions. Since we started, 100 collaborations with creatives, including youth, emerging artists, professional artists who are local, national, and international. 20 plus collaborations with community-based organizations, 25,000 views spread across social media platforms, and 30,000 community members impacted through workshops, screenings, exhibitions, performances, apprenticeships, and more. Now that's what's up. Now I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like sharing numbers. I like heart stuff. So let me give you the heart part behind those numbers. I was told that I would be a failure to thrive, and I was diagnosed as emotionally handicapped. I was in foster care at 14 months old. I was picked up by the system, me, my brother, and my sister, and placed into care because we were by ourselves. My mom, beautiful woman she was, beautiful queen, dimple in her right cheek, just like me. But she had some voids in her life that she filled with substance abuse. And because of that, they labeled me and said I wouldn't be able to become what you see today. I need you to remember that part, because when you hear those numbers, understand that we can, regardless of where we come from. All right? I'm trying to speed this up. I know I don't have a lot of time. The other thing I want to say is that I am grateful for Buffalo Art Studio for opening up your arms to this crazy creative. Thank you for being open to hearing the things that I had to share, my systems, sometimes my dropping the ball, and sometimes, you know, just going through the ups and downs. You guys saw the different things that I went through throughout these 2 years, very heavy things, and you guys stood in the corner and y'all rooted for me, and I appreciate you guys. So I wanted to say thank you by the way of these flowers and a card for you all. Appreciate you guys. Oh, no. Oh, okay. What I need you to understand about Buffalo Art Studio is that this place is run by some fierce, strong, courageous, confident women. Yeah. All women. Running around this place. And Shirley always have to bring her sneakers in. Running around this place to do the best that they can with whatever they have. And I've witnessed that, and I'm grateful to have had spent my time with you for these 2 years. Thank you so much. And thank you all for coming. I could say so much more, but that wouldn't be fair to the next space. And I want you all to go over there because it's beautiful. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And we're here for a couple more hours because Aitina's done talking at you does not mean she's done talking with you. We talk a lot about that here at Buffalo Art Studio. We call it an artist introduction because we believe the magic happens in conversation. So we're going to go in, we're going to listen and learn a little bit about an emerging artist here in Western New York, and then you all know who the artist is here in the front room. So please come back, have a conversation, speak with folks about the artwork. That's what makes this place really special.